Hello there, lovely. Good morning and welcome to Camnet's breakfast show where we aid you to rise and thrive. This particular morning, it is a Tuesday, and of course, like we always say, choose you. It is a day that you put yourself first, which is a Tuesday. My name is Joe Smarter, and of course, we are live on Facebook and also YouTube, as well as GoTV and DSTV. Please do subscribe to our Facebook page and also our YouTube page. Follow, like, subscribe, and be sure to leave us a comment and be interactive on this particular platform this particular morning with the stories that we are going to air or bring to you wherever you are watching us from, in your home, in your office, in your car, as you are driving to the office. Please do make sure that you leave us a comment and you do participate in the stories that we are going to air. But for now, we go straight into the health corner. Stay tuned.
Hi, good morning and welcome to the Health Corner here on the Breakfast Show. My name is Dr. Nakuyana Mfaya. So this week we are going to talk about a very common diarrheal disease. It's a condition that is very common amongst us. It's more of an endemic amongst in our communities. So we'll talk about typhoid fever. So I'm sure most of you have heard about typhoid fever. You probably have gone to the hospital and you've been told that you have typhoid. So this week we want to understand exactly what is typhoid and also how it comes about, and some of the signs and symptoms of a patient that has typhoid. And we also want to know how is it diagnosed in the hospital and how can you prevent yourself from getting this condition of typhoid. So today we'll discuss what is typhoid. Typhoid is a diarrheal disease, as we have mentioned. It's caused by a bacteria, and this bacteria is called Salmonella. Now Salmonella, there are two types, most of them that cause typhoid, two major types. There's the Salmonella typhi and the Salmonella paratyphi. So these two bacteria are the ones that cause typhoid, and usually it's gotten from the fecal-oral route. By that I mean somebody has to ingest it from their food. So it's shed through the feces, and if someone has not washed their hands and they have touched food and then they ingest that food that is contaminated, then they would get the bacteria, which will attack the immune cells in the intestines. So it attacks the lining of the intestines, and in the lining of the intestines we find some immune cells. So those cells will be attacked, and eventually they will start, the bacteria will make the immune cells to start producing more of the bacteria itself. So as the bacteria multiplies, that is how come you start getting these symptoms of being sick. So usually it takes about 7 to 14 days before you can start having any symptoms. We call that period the incubation period. So it's a period where the body is still producing more of the bacteria and it's still infecting your body until at a time when it starts manifesting in different ways and you start having symptoms of typhoid. So this typhoid can, as we have said, it can cause damage to the intestines, and sometimes the damage can be so severe such that it can cause perforation. So by perforation we are talking about causing a leakage in the intestine. So your intestines can have end up having a hole or a perforation, and some fluids from the intestines can start leaking into the abdomen, the overall abdomen. So that's one of the complications of this typhoid. So it's important that we know exactly how it comes about, and we know how we can prevent it, and also know the symptoms, so that once you see yourself having these symptoms, or know somebody who is having these symptoms, then you quickly rush them to the hospital where they can get treatment. So make sure you watch the other episodes this week, where we'll talk more about typhoid. I hope you have learned something today. If you want to learn more about other topics, make sure you watch my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Nakubyanamfaya, on YouTube and also on Facebook. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Facebook at Dr. Nakubyanamfaya. I'll see you next time. Stay blessed and stay healthy.
Okay, that was our resident doctor there. I hope you got one or two things from that particular segment of the health corner. But for now, we get into our money markets for this morning and see how the kwacha is faring against other major convertible foreign currencies. Okay, so the United States dollar is buying at 26 kwacha 0.47 ingwe. The United States dollar rather is buying at 26 kwacha 0.47 ingwe and selling at 26 kwacha 0.99 ingwe. The euro is buying at 28 kwacha 0.69 ingwe and selling at 29 kwacha 0.25 ingwe. The South African rand is buying at 1 kwacha 0.40 ingwe and selling at 1 kwacha 0.43 ingwe. The Great British Pound is buying at 3 kwacha 0.48 ngwe and selling at 4 kwacha 0.14 ngwe. Now these foreign exchange rates are for today, 26th March in the year 2024, at exactly 7:14. And do remember that they do vary from bank to bank and from bureau to bureau. So those were your money markets for this particular morning. And you have seen how the kwacha is faring against other major convertible currencies such as the Great British Pound, the United States dollar, the South African rand, and other foreign currencies. But for now, do join us as we get into our stories for this particular morning. Now, first on the agenda is the story that has been circulated widely, and of course as Camnet TV, we made sure that we brought it into your homes and also wherever you are watching us from yesterday. And this is the story that has to do with Zambia clinching a deal with its Eurobond holders. Now this particular story, courtesy of our own reporter here, Afias Kaputula, reads, Zambia has reached a conclusive agreement with the External Bondholder Steering Committee over the restructuring of the 3.5 billion euro bond. In a statement, the committee says the 2024 agreement will restructure 750 million United States dollars due in 2022, 1 billion United States dollars notes due in 2024, and 1 billion 25,000 United States dollars monetizing notes due in 2027, collectively known as the Eurobond. The agreement follows government's confirmation that the terms of the 2024 agreement are compatible with Zambia's Official Creditor Committee (OCC) assessment of comparability of treatment and the IMF's program parameters under the second review framework. The External Bondholder Steering Committee says the agreement will support the restoration of Zambia's macroeconomic and debt sustainability in the context of the IMF finance program. It adds that the prompt implementation of a debt restructuring agreement with bondholders is not only in Zambia's interests, but the wider creditor community as a whole. The committee discloses that the implementation of the 2024 agreement is conditional on mutual agreement on due documentation, and the objective is to fully implement the agreement as promptly as feasible. Now, that's our story there regarding Zambia and also Zambia and its bondholders are reaching an agreement, and obviously this sparked a wide celebration on Facebook. You could see from some of the posts that came from different stakeholders talking about this particular debt restructuring agreement that Zambia has reached. You as a viewer out there can call us and be a part of this particular discussion and give us your views on what you feel this particular debt restructuring deal, what it means, and also what does it mean to you? What do you understand about debt restructuring? We all know that Zambia's got debt, external debt, and obviously them reaching a deal with the bondholder steering committee over the restructuring of the 3.5 billion euro bond. Should be a good thing to stakeholders out there, but we wait to hear from you regarding this particular story. Now let's move on and go to Kanyama constituency, Kanyama of Lusaka, right here in the capital city, where the unfortunate happened over the weekend. Now, outspoken Kanyama-based United Party for National Development (UPND) member Rene Hajombwa has allegedly been attacked by suspected UPND cadres, leaving him with a cut on the head. The incident happened on Sunday within the constituency during the ongoing Ward Development Committee campaigns. Speaking after reporting the incident at Kanyama Police Station Monday afternoon, Mr. Hachombwa claimed cadres belonging to the area Member of Parliament Monty Chinkuli attacked him, led by a named outgoing WDC chairperson. He says he chose not to retaliate in line with the directive by President Hakainde Hichilema, who has prohibited acts of political cadre violence. Mr. Hajombwa has since given the police in the area up to before 17 hours as of yesterday in which to have the suspects arrested, or he will be back at the station until the culprits are brought to book. But when reached for a comment, Kanyama Member of Parliament Honorable Monty Chinkuli expressed ignorance over Mr. Hachombwa's accusations, further describing the said attacks as unfortunate. We do have a clip. Let's go on this particular clip. When we come back, we are expecting your calls so that you can be able to weigh in on this particular matter and give your 2 cents regarding the attack on the UPND member by his fellow UPND member in Kanyama constituency of Lusaka province. Please stay tuned.
The working of the area Member of Parliament in Kanyama, Mr. Monty Chinkuli. Look at his eyes, he was brutally beaten, and we couldn't run away ourselves. We said no, we can't allow our people to die, and we tried to negotiate with them, but they stood on their ground. Now the funny thing was, amongst them there was one who was taking a video. I'm sure it was a paid up advert to show that okay, the work was done. But we want to call upon our brothers. We have got so many challenges in Kanyama, colleagues from the media, that must be addressed. Kanyama is a hub of cholera. Every year, as I'm talking to you, in September, we are expected to record cholera again here. Instead of beating Vene, they could have arrested cholera here. instead of beating him, they could have given grants to the people. So it's not necessary to be fighting amongst ourselves. We are all UPND. You may be aware that I'm a member of the presidential campaign team. So when I go to the church, I'm going to discuss the policies of the new Dawn government.
But since then, I tried to find out from the...
Is all right this morning. How are you? Hello?
Good morning, how are you?
We are fine, Mr. Chombwa. So, dear viewers, we do have Mr. Vene Chombwa on the line right here live on Camnet TV. This is a gentleman that you saw in that particular clip who has alleged that he was attacked by his fellow UPND cadres. Mr. Chombwa,
Yes.
how are you doing this morning?
Well, we're trying. We're coping up. We're following the medical advice, and as you are aware that we were attacked, and yes, we were attacked on a Sunday.
How's your condition, sir? How's your condition?
We are much better today. We are much better today. We're coping up. We are much better today.
Okay.
Yeah, we are much better. We're much better.
Okay. Did you seek medical attention? Let's begin from there.
Sorry?
Did you seek medical attention so that your wound can be attended to? We are aware that you sustained a cut on your forehead.
Yes, on my head. Yes, on my head. So yeah, what happened is after we came from church and we went to visit an old man who is a member of the party in Chinika Ward with my team, my entourage. We parked our vehicle outside, and a few minutes later, we saw well-known boys from within ourselves. These are boys that we've assisted before. But they came to our vehicle. They started.
When you say from within yourselves, what do you mean? When you say from within yourselves?
The UPND members, the UPND cadres, the UPND cadres,
Okay.
UPND cadres, colleagues. These are boys that you would find on the way. These are boys. For your information, for your information, they attacked me. They attacked somebody. Another UPND member, I think some months before, whose leg up to now is not well. And guess where they attacked this boy from? The office of the MP. In the office of the MP, as they were following. So these are non-UPND members. And it is very sad that this is happening within ourselves, because when they came to me, they are saying, I've been gallivanting churches, I've been going to churches. It's not my fault that the clergy is inviting me to explain the good policies of my president. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that the clergy in these churches, they're inviting me to talk about the CDF and the CEC so that the members can start benefiting. So
Okay.
this is
So my next question is, Mr. Chombwa, my next question to you is, you truly believe, or let me say, are you then convinced that this particular attack on you and your team is internally politically motivated from within your party, the UPND?
So, look, when they came to attack me, I didn't finish to narrate. Maybe we would have gotten the answer
Okay.
to my narration. When they came to the car, when my team went in the same office of that old man, I remained in the car because I was on the phone. So they came to the car, all right, they passed, and then they came back again. Then they knocked to my window. I opened because I knew them. So my thought was, they've seen me. And
How many were they?
okay, so the first thing that they said was, why are you disturbing the MP? Okay, why are you disturbing the MP? Why are you campaigning? Well, I said, because we know them. So I said that, you are Zizo. Now problem John, you're not a boy. What is the, you know, you're disturbing your nan, MP. But I said,
and they were referring to which MP? For those that do not know, comrade, let's put this into context.
The area MP for Kanyama, because we reside in Kanyama.
Okay.
So all our charity work and everything is done in Kanyama. So now, then I said, no. You can't say. Now the funny thing is, as that boy was confronting me, among their team, one of them was taking a video.
Okay.
He was taking a video. Yes, he was taking a video. So it shows that, you know, they wanted to show their pay markers that, yes, we
So how many were they?
So from there, they
Mr. Achomba.
Sorry?
Mr. Achomba?
Yes.
Okay, your voice sounds muffled. Just kindly move on from where you are or try to speak up. How many were these assailants?
Can you hear me?
I'm able to hear you. How many were these assailants? How many were they? These attackers?
7, 8 of them.
7 or 8. And how many were you in your camp?
At the scene, we're about 4.
You are about 4?
Yes, we're about 4 at the scene. Okay? So, these people, they went to the offense now. They went to the same gate where my team were. Then they opened the gate. They found this old man that we went to see, and my team seated outside greeting. They started beating my team with whatever was there, the stones, matches. They had some matches. So, you know, as a leader, I couldn't say, no, let me run away, no. I had to close the car, you know, pull the windows, and join there. I said, but you guys, where are you being here?
You went to fight back?
Sorry?
You went to fight back?
No, I joined in the office, and I was trying to negotiate with them.
Okay.
Yes. No, none of us in the team threw anything against them because we came from church. So I was dressed in a necktie and I was smart. My team also were smart. So they came and then they started beating the old man there. They started beating the young man Makai and the other, you know, the other ladies, you know. So I said, this law in Meloi, can you stop this nonsense? The president has made it very clear. Not in the UPND. No, you're listed by MP. Well, campaign. Now, the funny thing is, I have a voice recording of Councillor Ngoma. I mean, like 3 weeks before, he called me, telling me in the same way that I'm disturbing Chikuchi. You know, because I'm busy, you know, going into churches, discussing ideas. And I said, but you are also a councillor, he's an MP.
Okay.
I'm in the presidential campaign team. Why can't we join hands and ensure that we all go through you know, the whole constituency to share the good news?
So, just there, Mr. Achomba, just there. Is there a rift between you and the area member of parliament for Kanyama constituency, or maybe in the words of the millennials, is there beef between you and the area member of parliament for Kanyama constituency?
Joe, as far as I'm concerned, you know, we've never differed with Mr. Jinkuri myself. We've never differed. But, you know, I would hear some people saying, you know, he was complaining, he was doing this. But now, as an elder brother, I'm his younger brother. If there's a problem, he calls me, all right, to say, I mean, can you sit down? I think there's this problem here. But the unfortunate part is, Councillor Ngoma proud, you know, a week ago, called me to say I'm disturbing. Now, he called me because he heard that I was drumming up support for some WDC members that wanted to contest, because as you are aware that we went to have elections.
Yes.
For WDC. So I was drumming up support for some members of the party that want to contest, for some citizens of Chinika, you know, for John Leng and other parts of Kanyama who wanted to contest. So he says, you are building up candidates so that you can weaken us. I said, no, we're not weakening it.
So are you then seen as a threat to the current or incumbent member of parliament for Kanyama constituency? Are you seen as a threat?
I'm still a young man. I'm still a young man whose love is to serve the people, whose love is to ensure that the president...
Mr. Hachomba, are you seen as a threat in the political circles within your party, the UPND, where you are violently attacked by your own members? Are you seen as a threat? Or you are just a troublemaker in Kanyama constituency?
I don't know if I'm a threat, but what I can say is, my role is simple. You know that I'm in the presidential campaign team. I was appointed before elections. I'm not new, right? And my role now is, after we won, how do we reach out to the people in our own communities on the good policies that the president is giving now?
Okay.
And that's enough, Joe. Every Sunday, every Saturday, I'm guest of honor at different congregations within Kanyama.
Okay. So before we let you go, Mr. Achomba, let me find out from you, what message are you sending as a party that has suddenly, that is fighting amongst itself, and not verbally, but violently so? What message are you sending to, one, your political opponents, two, to the Zambian people out there? Because today you have made headlines on some daily tabloids, Mr. Chomba, where you have been pictured in a shirt that is stained with blood. What message are you sending to the members of the public as a party? Are you a violent party as UPND since this is happening?
We are not a violent party.
But you are attacked by members from within your party.
Let me finish my thought. We are not a violent party. We are not a violent party, but we have got a few bad eggs that are implement. We've got people that are selfish within ourselves, that feel, nobody must see now. But I want to tell you that I carry the message of the president that anyone that commits a crime, they are on their own. No wonder the president does not side with any one of us who commits crime. Joe, I'm sure he knew that these boys that did this to me, as I'm talking to you, I've got stickers on my head.
Have you reported this matter to the party?
This is not a party matter, Joe. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
But you are attacked by your own fellow party members. Shouldn't this be reported to the Secretary General, Mr. Batuke Imenda? Shouldn't this be reported to the second Secretary General, Woma, what get through the Imenda? Shouldn't this be reported to the Lusaka province chairperson of the party, Mr. Achomba? Isn't this a party matter?
No, an injury is not a party matter, and
But you're attacked by your own members from within the UPND, non-UPND members.
Let me finish my thought. I'm saying an injury, I sustained an injury. For me to get a medical report, I'm not supposed to go to my chairman. I'm supposed to go to the police, right? And from there, I'm supposed to go to the hospital to seek medical attention. That's the procedure of the law. Now, I want to assure you that the party in Kanyama, because that's the order, is aware of what happened. Everybody is aware. I'm sure
Mr. Achomba, as we conclude, there are those that believe that this particular attack on you and your people was staged for you to gain political mileage over your over the area member of parliament. And obviously, there's a belief that you staged this particular attack on your team and your members to gain political mileage and make headlines.
So it's a simple thing here. It's a simple thing. It's like the boys will be picked up, then they'll tell us who did them. That's a simple thing.
Okay.
Because yes, how do I gain a political mileage over my own life? If you saw the cut, it is so deep. The other man his face is still swollen, very big. So honestly, who would want to gain political marriage over beating them?
You tell us.
You gain it over helping the people in the community where you stay.
Okay, fantastic. Mr. Chomba, thank you so much for speaking to us this particular morning. We hope to invite you over so that you can come and speak to the viewers and obviously the general public on one of our flagship programs.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That was Mr. Bene Chomba, UPND Presidential Campaign Team member, a resident of Kanyama constituency right here in Lusaka province, who was allegedly attacked by his own UPND members in that particular constituency. He sustained a cut on his forehead. His other team member, his face is swollen, obviously you saw in that particular clip. However, let's move on to another story as we pave way for our guest this particular morning. Now, in our next story, Opposition Citizens First, our spokesperson Francis Chone has condemned the alleged brutality perpetuated within the ruling United Party for National Development (UPND). Mr. Chone charges that the attack on Kanyama-based UPND member Vene Hajombwa by his own party members brings a lot of fear in ordinary citizens. Let's go on this particular clip. We'll be right back.
But since then, I tried to find out from my office. There is no formal complaint that has been brought to my attention. So I'm just hearing it, just like I'm hearing it from yourself. But whatever happened is very, very unfortunate. Like Kanyama, we want to have peace. No attacks, no what. It's on that right now we are doing at Parliament, and tomorrow from 9 hours to 12 hours until I'll find out. I'll find out exactly what transpired, and